Without the fundamental definition of flourishing, which is a Aristotelian notion, an Aristotelian definition, we start messing with these, messing with the outlook of medicine. You know, the lady who went onto that show and blinded herself because she told a doctor that she identified as a blind individual, so the doctor did it. You know, it's like, wait, what? That's ludicrous right there. The definitions of flourishing, the definitions of beneficence required for that definition of flourishing are being attacked right now, so something like that is okay. You know, not a lot of people know that physicians cannot be the individual who lethally injects a person who has come up for a lethal injection, you know, as obviously the punishment for a crime. We do not allow our physicians to do that. The AMA, the American Medical Association, says that a licensed physician cannot be the one to institute it. Why? Well, because we understand the difference between the good and the right, you know? Hello everyone and welcome to HD Philosophy Plays Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. This is episode 4. We just finished up fighting the Turks and now we're going to move on and play, I believe, Barret and Red X and see what we get through here. Wasn't able to play some side quests because I was kind of stuck in this. So same side quests available from last time are available this time. All right, but let's get into it. Yep, play exactly where we left off, as is the promise, right? All right. Good. All right, I don't think we need... maybe we do. Let's try. Go. All right, anything on this? Goodbye. 2 available. Might as well get both high potions because they're cheap. We're at 2,000. Bone Bracer. Helps 2 of our people. Okay, what about this talisman? Increases spirit. Grants auto life at the start of battle. Breaks upon use. Interesting. Oh, check this one out. Bone Bracer 500 only. Yeah, I'll take one of them. There we go. Take one of those. Okay. My long distance comrade. We don't need to go this way. It's telling me to go that way. Aha. Swim Barret. You know, with that gun arm, that would be impossible, right? I mean, I guess asking for logical continuity in certain aspects is ill-advised, I guess. Yeah. All of that for one chunk of Mithril? Now we're playing Final Fantasy, though, right? Gaining everything we need. That light keeps confusing me like something's supposed to be there. Look at that, I just press square and it takes care of everything. First strike. Bear specializes in range attacks. Non-strike enemies a cloud cannot reach. Hold down to release it, good. Powerful overcharge, good. That's the one we'll focus on, right? Focus shot. Let's get the other guy. Oh. You know, I'm using that to turn the camera. Now we focus shot, and with red, you to hit this staggered one with that. Boom. Got it in time. Perfect. Let's back up. Overcharge. Good. Let's Oh, it's gonna steal skin right there too. That is cool. Synergy? No, not yet. I was gonna say Sentinel Stance.
Don't let up now.
Say your prayer. Want some more?
I don't think I'm gonna get it in time.
Fire it one off.
Not enough. Small wonder who won.
I think one thing you folks might benefit from is like, I would benefit from as well, is another set of eyes on these particular things too. I don't know a lot of colleagues who are both philosophers and gamers, though. That's one of the difficulties.
That might be an option.
Climbing up there. Okay, it takes so many, huh? Just about this. That is where I came from, right? Yeah. So where am I facing? Actually, no, I did not. This is a brand new untouched location over there. Yeah. Unable? Wonder why. Maybe transmute some of this stuff. Like, do I have too many? It's not iron ore. Actually, none of it's ore. Oh, there we go. Yeah, might as well, right? Okay. Base pellet iron ore. Well, I'll be able to grab more now. Oh, this is really cool, though. I thought this was all of them. But no, it wasn't. You lack the materials you need. Now I can grab more iron ore. Too bad it didn't remain there, because I couldn't grab it. Climb up there. There we go. Actually, I keep pressing the wrong button there. give you Starless Ray, and then I might as well steal Skin because he's almost dead. He is dead. Whoa, that killed both of them? Damn, Red. That's a lot of damage. It legitimately one-shot that other flan. I should have brought me around. Side. Wait, hold up. Okay. Come on, jump up there. Nothing over here. Saw something pop up. Or is that? Yeah. It's sitting over there. Okay, wait, where's that popping up? Is it the O button? I keep hitting the X button. Iron ore? I'll take it. Now that I can actually collect it. Yeah, there we go. Mithril. Kudos for me, not making any Frodo Baggins references this whole time. Although I guess people can check the tape and see. Maybe I can, right? Okay. That's good. Just want to check those every so often too. Aha! I was watching debate. I don't know if it was a debate. It was more like an interview. There was a streamer. Does video games as well. But he's a professional debater, streamer kind of guy. His name's Destiny, and he was talking to Candace Owens. And one thing he seemed to catch her in. This is his theory, is she has a lot of debt, but how can you get into a lot of debt for going to college? How do you go into debt if you don't have money, if your parents don't have money? And I found that really interesting because you know, when he first asked, she was like, you know, what are you talking about? But I was like, oh, I see. Well, it might be because, you know, I'm very much in the college system, right? But I was like, right, it's like, if you come from a poor family, if your family doesn't have a lot of money, they don't have a lot of income, I should say, then you qualify for Pell Grants, and Pell Grants will take care of almost 100%, most cases, 100% of your tuition. You know, in-state tuition, out-of-state tuition is a whole other thing. You might have to take what are they called? Subsidized or subsidized loans or something like that. I always forgot the difference between subsidized and unsubsidized. That's probably why I'm in debt. But you usually have to take out those loans if your family makes too much. Now, I'm going to be honest. I'm a philosopher. I try to be as honest as possible most of the time. I'm not going to say I am always honest. I try to be as honest as possible. Trust me, it is a heavy burden because people don't often appreciate honesty. Now, I'll be honest. I got 100%. I wouldn't have even thought to go to college, though, if my guardian angel at Alike didn't save me. Like, I was just gonna be manual labor. It's really the only thing I knew. Forestry, really the only thing I knew. Oh shoot! Oh, hit that. and just a counselor at a small little, it's like a Hawaiian charity. Helps me out, and I was able to go to college because of it, you know?
You're up.
But anyway, so my tuition was paid for by the Pell Grant. My books were paid for by Alulike. And I actually got scholarships through Alulike as well. So, well, see, that's the thing. I got the Pell Grant. I'm thinking about the Pell Grant later on, but when I first started, Alulike paid my whole way. But I still had to fill up the FAFSA. And I'm pretty sure I still got the Pell Grant so that at least Alulike didn't have to pay the whole thing, you know? Just trying to remember how, in what order it went, because obviously I'm a professor now, so I went to school for quite some time. But see, I made the mistake, and this is discussing this debate right here. He was like, only if your parents made a lot of money would you have to take out loans, because other than that, the Pell Grant, we should take care of it. And she was like, well, I went out of state, and yeah, out of state, I don't know if the Pell Grant pays the whole thing. I'm actually pretty sure it doesn't. Then you have to sign up for work study and stuff. Now, when I went out of state, I had to qualify for scholarships and things like that. But getting back to the original, when I had a Pell Grant, because the argument was, in-state tuition, it would be 100% and you wouldn't go into debt. Well, that's not the case. The Pell Grant paid for all of my tuition, but you could take loans on top of the Pell Grant that go outside of the student fees in order for you to basically free money. It was basically free money. Obviously, I had to pay it back, but at the time, I was like, hey, free money. So you could take the opportunity to take more than your tuition based on the fact that you're a student. And you could do that with the idea that you wouldn't have to work as much. You wouldn't have to work like 60 hours a week in order to survive, in addition to going to school. But that's how I ended up in so much debt. So, I mean, I guess what I'm trying to say is that there is a middle ground. It is possible for somebody to go to college in-state, qualify for the Pell Grant because their family doesn't have a lot of money, but still go into copious amounts of debt, $10,000 extra a semester, by taking the unsub or the subsidized loans. Now, it's money. I know an individual, he used that, dropped out of college, like took the maximum amount, dropped out of college, and then made a small business based on that, But all I'm saying is it's possible. It's possible. I don't think just because there is this question, this logical inconsistency, this perceived logical inconsistency, that that Candace Owens is lying or LARPing. LARPing as a a rich person, LARPing as a poor person when she was in fact wealthy. Now, obviously, I would need more information, but just based on that fact, because the idea seemed to be that if your family makes a lot of money, income generated, not even taking into account to the loans, but Destiny did talk about that. Not taking into account the loans that the parents have to pay. Just income. What am I missing? Why can't I grab that? There we go. Just because a person went into debt does not mean that their parents are rich. You could qualify for the Pell Grant and then take more than the Pell Grant because you don't want to work or whatever. This is where I came from. So, what am I missing? Red did say, that looks like the way, but what am I supposed to do? I'm not going to jump back down because that's not the way. Is there a way through the mines? Or am I trying to shoot something down? Shucks, I'm lost. But I mean, the whole thing about her family being wealthy, her grandfather building a farm and being wealthy, having their own house, etc., etc. That's a whole other discussion. But I figured I would weigh in on that particular thing because I do know how people can go into debt. While still having the Pell Grant pay for the majority of the tuition. What am I missing? What am I missing, y'all? What am I missing? Climb higher in search of an exit. I'm pretty high up there right now. But this game usually tries to hold your hand quite a bit, so I'm missing something obvious here. Alright, so it doesn't look like it branches off anywhere else. Like, this is where I came from, right there. And so this does seem like the highest point here. Okay. Hey, and red is going that way too, so it really looks like that's where I'm supposed to go. Oh, what? Man, these buttons. Staring that way too. Okay, am I supposed to go red? Okay. What was the point of breaking those rocks? It didn't do anything. Oh boy. Alright. Clearly. There's not a square button that's just to be hitting. No. Nothing here. Oh, there we go. Oof. That is very bright. You can probably see it on my face when I look at it, yeah. It's gonna be Barret for a while. See, what I don't like about that is I want it to pause. I want it to pause while I think about what I want to do.
Go for it. You're up.
Right, I thought I attacked. Over there. Almost.
Finish it. Let's do this.
Stardust, really good AoE, man. Very good AoE. I do like to listen to debates. I also do like to watch a lot of podcast interviews and stuff like that, just to get an idea of the cultural zeitgeist, what people are thinking, you know, how the culture and the narrative shifts. Not narrative, but ideas, how ideas shift. And I do like to see how people grapple with particular ideas. I'm not a fan of debate, though, and I'll tell you why. When it comes to debate, often you just want to win. Like, you can use rhetorical devices and rhetorical strategies just to win. I don't find that truth is often discovered in a debate. You can defend one's ideas, but just because one rhetorically can argue better than the other doesn't mean you're right. I mean, I learned that early on, just being a philosophy student obsessed with logic and critical thinking, that had a wife, you know? It's like, rhetorically, I could demolish her, you know, with the rules of logic. And I'll admit, there were occasions where I would just argue, even though I know I'm wrong, just to argue. And that was so damaging, you know? I had to eventually be like, you know what, hun, I don't want to argue, and I'm going to tell you this, you know, as I get more and more intelligent, I wasn't a stutter, I was trying to say more and more intelligent. I'm going to promise you, I'm not going to do this just to win. If I feel like during our discussion, and when I really try to understand her more now, thank you, Jordan Peterson, for steel manning, the idea of me steel manning my wife's position. Don't think I would be married this long unless I started doing that. Yeah, so I wouldn't have lasted this long. But anyway, you know, early in my graduate studies, I got very good at arguing. And so, like I said, I would argue, and even if I knew I was wrong, I'd still argue my way out of it. Now, that is a powerful skill. Rhetoric is a powerful skill. That's why the trivium, originally, the purpose of the universities was to teach three core aspects. It was like arithmetic, rhetoric, and then the other one was writing, you know? Pretty sure it was writing. Now I gotta look up the trivium. It's like grammar, right? Anyway, I know the point, though. The point of the trivium, if you think about, like, Constantine, for example. One of the reasons Constantine instituted, like, organized education was because he wanted the worst off in society and the best off in society to be able to have a conversation. What is going on? Oh, it's the actual button you use to start it. That is so unintuitive right there. So, like, I hit that to start and I hit that to flip through instead of hitting a different button. Alright, how are we doing here? So anyway, the point for Constantine was so that the worst off would be able to have a conversation with the best off in society, you know, and education was the way to kind of level that out so people could have those kind of understandings. Now I'm curious, though. What did I say? Rhetoric, arithmetic, and grammar? Rhetoric, logic, and general grammar. Trivium method pertains to the mind. The elementary three: general grammar, logic, and rhetoric. Yeah, I got it. Grammar, logic was mathematics, and rhetoric. Although, I guess the argument could be made that logic isn't really arithmetic, but anyway. Yeah, back then it was. So anyway, there was this responsibility to listen to what my wife was saying, and more importantly, steelman her discussions, because I was much more versed in rhetoric than she was, just for the pure fact that I was going to graduate school in philosophy. In order for us to have a healthy marriage, I had to make her stronger in those instances as well, which is what I love about marriage. I love that what you're essentially doing is you're making each other stronger. You know, I do love that aspect, and you know, it's true definition. All of this is to say, the point of all of this was that I don't like debating, because debating almost takes the strategy of like the former self when I was very good at rhetoric versus my wife who wasn't good at rhetoric. You know, if the plan was just to rhetorically destroy my wife, one, that would have been a terrible marriage, because I wouldn't have been building a stronger companion. I would have been building like a paper tiger that I could just easily strike. And that's the other thing too. Who am I building? You know, I'm like destroying my wife, who wasn't rhetorically as not gifted, but didn't study in rhetoric like I did. What does that do? It's not even a good opponent. It would build a lot of bad characteristics in our marriage, but in more so, we weren't learning anything. And that's the difference between like debate and like actual discovery, you know? So over the many years, I've been married 20 years now, over the many years, the way we argue now is we are actually trying to figure something out. That's the thing. We're actually trying to figure something out together. Now, she'll say something I disagree with. I'll tell her why I disagree. I'll give reasons for my disagreement. I can keep track of the argument much better than she can, and so I can actually analyze the premises that she's using and move from the evidence to the conclusion. She can't do that as well, so I do that for her now. But I also do it in a way where I'm like, is this what you mean? Now she's really good at it. Now she's like, when she argues, she has solid reasons for her belief. Now, what this has built is somebody to talk to and discover the truth. And there are some powerful truths we need to discover. When are we pushing too hard with my son? When are we not pushing enough with my son? When are we pushing too hard with my daughter? When are we not pushing enough with my daughter? When are we getting in the way of their goals? And when are we guiding them towards practical endeavors? You know, those are real conversations. And sometimes she's right and sometimes I'm right. But we only figure out the right solution if we discuss with one another. Now, if you take on a debate tactic, all you're trying to do is win. Winning takes precedent. In fact, that's what we see often. Individuals' lifelines, or the Destiny uses the constellation of beliefs. But for me, it's who your beliefs represent. I mean, that could be what he means right there. I really didn't dig too much into what he says the constellations of the beliefs mean. But you have certain individuals that would like lose their followers if they take on a different system or a different belief system. You know, they would lose their followers. Well, I don't care about followers. What I care about is philosophical analysis. That's my passion right here, and that's the fun I have with the stories. In a debate, all you want to do is win. And there are many reasons for why you want to win. And there could be good reasons on why you want to win. But you're not discovering the truth. In fact, the truth can often take a back seat to what is actually happening. And I prefer collaboration. I prefer digging in to like figure out what is the right way to go about certain things. Because I do believe there's a right answer. I do. I'm more of that moral absolutist that I believe that there are things you should and should not do. Like very Platonic, tripartite soul. I believe there are certain actions that disharmonize your soul, send your soul into the abyss, And it takes so much to be able to pull yourself out of that. And there's also certain actions that will override your ability to reason. Not that logic and reason should be the flagship all the time, because there's certainly a lot of evidence in the 40s and in the 70s where certain individuals have gone too far based on logical premises. So I believe you need a foundation other than logic. And of course, it can't just be pure empiricism, because there's way too much sense data in the world for you to rely solely on empiricism. How is the organized? How do we have a connection to what seems to be a logical unit within the sense world, within this infinite void of sense data? How is it we have access to the logical consistency that exists within them? Anyway, bunch of different ways I can go there. But the point here that I'm trying to make is I don't like debates, because the point isn't to get to the truth. The point is to win. And I like to discover the truth. And it's worked well for me in my marriage of 20 years. We weren't doing well in the beginning. We're doing much better now. Because when the goal is truth, when the goal is actually trying to figure out a solution, you'll listen to that other person with that in mind. I'm not trying to destroy her. In fact, I'm listening intently. There might be something there. So there's a reason she's saying the things that she's saying. And so I have to discover that reason and see if it makes sense in order to judge what I'm saying, to see if it holds water as well. And then we become stronger together. Because that's the overall point. For us to be stronger parents, also to be stronger partners in this marriage for the world of villains. I have with me a very powerful partner to face this world, face this chaotic world, which is a marriage, right? Which is the point of marriage, right? Okay. I will say one thing about talking about this during gaming. It is a challenge I didn't expect to be able to keep the train of thought flowing in the right direction as I'm doing so many things. Okay, that's not going to work right there. Got to back it up and then. All right, Trolley. I'm not going to send you to the one. Okay. Should be good enough. But anyway, I like to listen to debates and discussions because I just like to see what reasoning people are using for some particular things. As you can imagine, one thing I do like to listen to are people's thoughts on marriage. I'm one of those individuals who believes marriage is important. I'm another individual who believes family is very important. But it's family and marriage important for everyone, A discussion for another time, possibly. I don't know. It's like, if Elon Musk didn't have a child or a family, would his contributions to society be less than what they are? Take a look at all the founding fathers. Take a look at some of the most important people in society. I'm sure there are many single individuals who have made up this country. Oh, get out of the way. This is the person I definitely have to put steel skin on. Oh, it's a tremors and AoE I should have thought about. See, the guard, I better like. So I blocked that one in time. That's good.
Yes, it's my turn.
siphoning thing. Let's get some life back. Oh, so X brings that up. Okay. Armor wildfire.
You ain't gonna get away.
Alright, I'm getting this. Boom, boom. Come on, hit him, hit him. Hit him, Red.
See ya. And don't come back.
So then some people are like, well, marriage should be for everyone. And I'm like, well, I mean, that's a loaded statement. Is it really for everyone? Is it the most important thing that I've done in my life? Absolutely. Absolutely. I'm an instructor. I've helped many lives, but the meaning that I've achieved in having a family, wife, kids, that is on a whole other level. And believe me, this is coming from a person who, when I achieved my graduate degree in philosophy, yeah, no words could describe
Look who it is.
Hey guys! Over here!
But family does move
Y'all
the world
taking a
forward.
breather, or what?
But I guess so does the actions of great individuals too.
Do you think you can give us a hand?
Let me see.
I get a good set. Do a lot of marriages end in divorce?
For $2,000.
That's the kind of stuff. Too good. That's the kind of stuff I find uninteresting. One's success rate on the good does not affect the good itself. Sorry. Something could be absolutely good, inconsequential. Of how successful it is, you know?
No problem. How'd you like that?
Take a shot.
Only the strong survive.
Only the strong survive. We can imagine, like, pre-science, only the strong survive. It's like, if you were gifted with strength, that meant you had an edge, you know? Like, life chose you. And in that way, you must be good. You must be aligned with the good. Back in the day, huh? I mean, it's no wonder they thought that. You could see somebody who was like, you could see an argument being made, like if somebody was extremely lucky and they did well in life and they had the right traits and the right opportunities, you could see somebody being like, they were clearly chosen, you know? They were clearly chosen above other people, and because they were clearly chosen, they have the God's favor. Because they have the God's favor, they must have done something right, you know? You can see how they make that argument back in the day, right? Even though it's flawed, you can see how they make that argument back in the day. You can understand it, you know? But yeah, consequentialists might look at that and be like, you know, half of marriages end in divorce, you know? That's that rhetorical strategy again. Okay. Are you aimed at truth, or are you just aimed at winning an argument, you know? Is marriage helpful? If the goal is to raise good kids that are great contributors to society, second to none, then. See? And that's clear by, I believe, every poll imaginable. These guys are for. Oh. I wonder if we'll have to move from here to there with that conveyor belt. Okay, yeah. Push all the way and then switch it. Yeah, because there's a switch. There's something else I watched today. Oh, I forget who made this argument. I think there was this guy talking to like two OnlyFans models, and he was like, "What do you produce? What have you produced?" And the argument evolved or devolved based on where you lie. Gonna push it into it. He's like, "What physical thing have you produced?" And one of the OnlyFans models argues, "Well, what I've produced is I have helped a lot of individuals." He's like, "No, what physical thing have you produced?" I can't believe I'm going to defend an argument from an OnlyFans model, but there are teachers who help produce some of the best individuals in my state. There are so many good teachers that inspire other individuals, who then go on to inspire other individuals. There's a professor, the very first professor that inspired me early in my community college days. His name was Daniel Peterson, and Mr. Dan Peterson, handsome guy that he was, he liked to say that, you know, of course he meant handsome is generous, right? I'm a handsome man.
See a button or a lever?
One sec.
Thanks.
Just because
Yep. 2
teachers
That's
don't produce something physical, does that mean they've produced nothing in their life? Like, it has to be a commodity that can be measured. One thing I love about teaching is I love inspiring. Obviously, it happened a lot more often when I was in middle school. Although, don't get me wrong, I get letters all the time of my students, my past philosophy students, that just love philosophy, and they love the ethical discussions. And some of the I have a file on my computer for those times where, you know, I need a little bit of a kick in the butt to remember, to remind me on why I'm doing what I'm doing. And it's full of those letters right there. Anyway, I've helped a lot of people. But the point is, because there's no like physical commodity coming out of it, does that mean it's somehow not inspirational or I'm not having an impact? Because the guy was making an argument that without the physical commodification, there was no impact. And I wholeheartedly disagree. You know, what about police officers? You know, they don't create a physical commodity, but they rescue people. You know, they help people. Firefighters, you know, our soldiers over war who are protecting the very principles that we get to enjoy, and the very rules and rights that we get to enjoy here. They're not producing physical commodities, but they are offering something. They are adding to the greatness that is this country. Now, to give the other guy credit, just to give him credit, he's probably not arguing the physical commodities, although that is the words that he used there. He's probably going to go with more of the, yeah, but what kind of impact are you adding to right there? And in that way, that's where the argument should proceed, or should have proceeded. Oh, it was a materia. More lightning. Sounds like a boss fight.
Oh shit. Think we woke it up.
Figured it more like.
Then it's time to rock Cranky Boy here back to sleep. Oh, yeah. Looks like that hurt you.
I should have defended that. Oh, next time I'll guard. Okay, we need to steel skin this.
Leave it to me. Well struck.
I thought I guess steel skin doesn't work on everything, right? Hold block. You start going. Yeah, I gotta get. Excuse me. I had to get around to the head. There we go. Pressured. This is what I was saving that for, by the way. Go guard. Ugh. There, stagger. A little bit more, and I'll be able to get the ring. Good. That's what I wanted. Stardust Ray. Now get you. Overcharge. That really didn't do anything. Okay, we have to do that next time. Let's give Red some potion.
It's gathering its strength. Be ready.
Guard.
Take over.
Damn, what were you doing? What were you doing that close? I definitely need a high potion myself here. Gotta love it. Got a synergy ability. Yeah, why not? Haha, that was cool. So, there we go. Somebody had a summon.
I beg of you, heed my call.
Oh, what? I'll take that. He's getting stronger.
This sucker keeps on getting bigger and
That was
bigger.
cool, though.
But hey, just means it's that much easier to hit. Am I right?
This ought to be fun.
freaking blocking almost all of that, and it still hurt bad. I tried to get Ifrit off before he could go again, but it wasn't working. How to get vengeance mode going. There we go. There we go. That's the one. Yeah, I figured I'd block that, but... I don't like that it doesn't pause.
Take over.
My God, though, like... Spine is reducing. Reduce there. Spine. Catastrophe. Oh. That took a lot. Took a lot of items.
That's a mighty fine staircase. Thank you kindly.
There we go. Yeah, but obviously I don't run in the same circles as these debate individuals, so it's like it's really helpful for me to get an idea on what arguments people are making nowadays for and against certain things, you know? I'll never forget when I started getting into virtue ethics, you know, and I fell in love with virtue ethics through not actually Aristotelianism, but from Eastern philosophy, like Confucianism, Mongsa, Taoism, although Taoism isn't where I really got the virtue ethics. It was obviously Confucius. Oh, the gate's already open. Oh, this is where they opened it. That's why. Okay. It was obviously Confucius and Mongsa, Shunza. But anyway, one thing I learned, it was this article from Pellegrino, just an amazing article. They were talking about the foundations of virtue ethics in medicine. And one of the components of virtue ethics is flourishing and character, what makes a good person, you know? And I think there's going to be a lot of virtue ethics in this video game. So I guess I'm kind of prefacing it too, because I think what Cloud represents is virtue in competence, like not incompetence, in the avenue of competence. And I believe he's trying to be a good person while trying to be the best that there is. You know, he's trying to be a good friend, a good soldier, a good boyfriend, a good individual while pursuing the best, which is something Sephiroth lost. So anyway, I realized when we started messing with the foundations of what we consider good, that's when really horrendous implications move forward. And that's why I'm like, a lot of people believe philosophy is like very armchair and doesn't have a lot of impact in the world. I couldn't disagree more. And it's not just because I'm a philosopher, because we see it happening nowadays. One of the fundamental characteristics or definitions that is required for healthcare is what we define to be flourishing or a healthy individual. And we start messing with those fundamental definitions at our own risk. So I like to watch a plethora of different debates and different discussions because I want to see what people are thinking, the reasons behind their actions. And what I'm seeing a lot of, and I think Sam Harris talked about this too, like when he was writing, this is an atheist. He's an atheist, but he's a moral scholar, and I love that. I love his moral scholasticism more than his atheism. But when he was writing The Moral Landscape, what really threw him back is that he was discussing with a congresswoman. It was like an Obama aide, and he was talking about how he was mentioning a certain type of people who clearly weren't representing good. Like if moral good meant anything, what these people were doing and their actions against women and their actions against their own people were clearly not a good thing, the moral good. And this individual looked at him, this high and mighty individual, high and mighty in the sense of this is a well-educated individual, looked at him in his face and said, that's your opinion. That's your opinion that's not good. That's your opinion that is immoral right there. And he was just aghast. So he went back and he obviously put it in his book, The Moral Landscape. And one of the reasons I'm bringing this up is because when we mess with these fundamental definitions, i.e. cultural relativism is taking over right now, that objectivity of morality completely goes outside the door, outside the window. It's gone. There is no objective framework for things. You know, you would look at the Nazis and what they did in the 1940s and how they were slaughtering innocent people and how they were putting them in concentration camps with ridiculous messages like work will make you free and stuff like that. All of that right there is just a subjective opinion and that's immoral. Some of the most horrendous atrocities that have ever occurred throughout human history are not objectively bad. That's your opinion right there. I find it to be ludicrous. We obviously don't even act that way. When somebody does something horrendous, we don't look at that and say, oh man, my culture dictates that right there is bad. We go, no, that is bad. That is evil. That is objectively bad. That is objectively evil right there. So to me, it's absolutely crystal clear. that there are objective moral standards, and you could just base it off of what it does to a human being, as far as flourishing. But getting back to the discussion when I was talking about messing with the fundamental definitions, without the fundamental definition of flourishing, which is a Aristotelian notion, an Aristotelian definition, we start messing with messing with the outlook of medicine. The lady who went onto that show and blinded herself because she told a doctor that she identified as a blind individual, so the doctor did it. It's like, wait, what? That's ludicrous right there. The definitions of flourishing, the definitions of beneficence required for that definition of flourishing are being attacked right now, so something like that is okay. Not a lot of people know that physicians cannot be the individual who lethally injects a person who has come up for a lethal injection, as obviously the punishment for a crime. We do not allow our physicians to do that. The AMA, the American Medical Association, says that a licensed physician cannot be the one to institute it. Why? Well, because we understand the difference between the good and the right. This is W.D. Ross, 1930 right here, and that there are certain competing prima facie duties. And sometimes the prima facie duty that's competing is like rule in duty and what it means to be a good person or have a good character. And that's one of the things he drew as the line of like the right and the good that exist within prima facie duties right there. And it's like, well, you mess with those definitions at your own risk right there. You mess with the definitions of what beneficence means, to do good, at your own risk right there. Because then all of a sudden, these examples that we used to give in medical ethics no longer make any sense. One of the examples they give when they were talking about autonomy versus paternalism, for example, they're saying like autonomy cannot go too far, as in the patient's autonomy to request something abhorrent of the doctor cannot go outside the scope of medicine, for one of the four that that particular author discusses. It can't go outside of the scope of medicine. So it's like, okay, the example they give is that a patient comes in and they want their arm chopped off for some reason, and the doctor's like, I can't do that, and they're like, well, I mean, I identify as a one-limbed person, so I should be able to chop off my arm right here. And the doctor's like, I cannot do that. There is no medical benefit to getting your arm chopped off. There's no background medical benefit, and you folks probably see what the argument is here in bioethics. There is no medical good that comes from this procedure, so you can't ask me to do it. But when we start messing with the definitions of flourishing, you might allow somebody to do that. Case in point, canary in the coal mine, the lady who asked to be blind. So, for those who say philosophy is armchair, I present to you, philosophy describes the foundational principles that we exist upon, and you mess with them at your own risk. We have reunited with the party. Is this where we go afterwards? Am I kind of skipping ahead? Yeah, this is where we go afterwards. All right, I'll talk to my people. Hello, Avalanche members.
Hey,
What took you?
stumbled on the Killer Rock formation and couldn't tear ourselves away. Right?
I really like these characters. They're so much better fleshed out here.
Away at any moment. We shouldn't linger.
Oh, always a
Don't
pessimist.
forget, Shinra knows we're here now. Might be more of them outside.
That doesn't make any difference to me. I ain't stopping. Not for them or anyone. Not after Midgar. Not after what we saw. We all know what's at stake here. The fate of the world.
For those who didn't play the first game, that was for you.
So if they get in our way, that's on them.
Right. Let's get back to tailing the guys in robes. They're our best chance of finding Sephiroth.
We are back from outer space. All right. This kind of has an air of I've come this way before. Rest for Barret and Red X. Now, once I leave here, they'll probably allow me to, like, backtrack and stuff like that. I'll level up on my own time. Level up on my own time. Leave the Mithra mine, says the gods of narrative. You go where the author tells you to go. In this deterministic landscape where you folks think you have autonomy, but I control your autonomy. So, let's see. Kind of like having Red around. Out of these two, Aerith is so good defensively, but I find Tifa to be not the weak link, but yeah. Let's edit the party. Oh, I can have different settings. Yeah, Aerith and Red. Let's do that. So if I do, yep, it switches automatically. Okay, that's pretty cool. So with equipment though, what is Red using? Stardust Ray is completely maxed out. Beautiful. Now, gotta go to this. I know. Sucks. Oh, wait. Yeah. Okay. Leather Bengal. Copper. Wood. Hunter. Bone. Wow, Hunter's the best, huh? Only for magic defense, though. I don't know if I want that to go. Oh, that's really good, though. Sure. Sure. I've got healing on her. Good. What do I lose here? I lose ice. So let's put ice. And Barret, I have lightning, but I have lightning on her, and I lose wind here, so I guess I'll throw wind on here too. Okay. My healer. Arcane Wind is good. Chrono Aegis is next. Alright, so time to upgrade your rod. Let's see. We have MP up already. That's good. Steel. We lose steel. Prayer. You should be learning prayer. Yes. And for you, we should... Oh, we already have the firebolt. Perfect. It sucks that I just can't upgrade my buster and just can't keep that. But, yeah, Hunter's Bangle. Oh, that's what I should have looked out for. She has Metal Bracer right now. There's so much better things that she can put on right now. Yeah. Got prayer. Good. Just heard it. Got prayer. I guess so. MP up, MP up. Why not? Okay. Let's go. Yeah, but I wish I had some colleagues that that liked gaming, so that we could I could play and then discuss with them. I don't know if we would play the chapters together and then discuss, but you know. See, I saw that coming and I tried to guard. Okay. Triple slash.
Deal with that.
I'm coming. That'll do. That's it. Looking for me? Yeah. Why don't you leave the way?
Damn. No, stop. Now, braver.
Keep it up. You're mine now.
There we go. Stagger. That took a lot of life to take care of those two. I probably need to be more tactile. Yeah. Boy, oh boy, that is very sensitive. I'm allowed to press that right there. Okay.
Won't take long. No, don't overdo it.
I'll take care of them. Get ready. It's your turn.
Hang back.
Nobody's ready.
It's on you.
Why don't you lead the way? I'll show
Yes.
you how.
Wait, no. That's how I pressed something different. Oh, okay, it was done. I was like, wait a minute. I know I didn't press it wrong that many times. The game was over already. That's where we're going. Oh.
Hey, check it out.
Back in black. I hit the sag. Don't you know? I'm glad to be back.
Guess so.
I was glad to be bad. My AC/DC lyrics aren't what they used to be. Well, that sucker was bigger than I thought. Thank you. May I have another?
Oh my god.
He ain't coming back.
That seems like what they were standing there for. He was chosen.
That city they're headed to. Is that?
Junon.
Shinra territory. Come on.
Dawn of a new era. I just like flashback to everything I did in Junon. It's like couldn't help but smile.
Where did that bird even come from, you think?
There's a story about a great condor set to roost on an island's abandoned reactor. Though there's no longer any way to reach the isle. Or at least none that I'm aware of.
They just finally reclaimed what Shinra stole.
Well, even if we could get there, I'd rather not bother. Didn't seem very friendly.
Agreed. Let's focus on where we can go.
The reason I cower at that is like this idea that nature is so beneficent. I don't know where this comes from. Nature is so cruel, you know? It's like the tsunamis, the earthquakes, the lava spewing, the destruction, the abhorrent carnage with no... It's like malevolence would, require an actual intent, you know? But this idea that nature is just good, you know? we do our best to control the chaos that is nature, you know? Snake venom is natural, you know? Cancer, you know? When something decides to act in accordance to its nature, you know, it's just... Oh, that's probably what I'm waiting for. A place to... Yep, I follow you, little guy. Ah, there we go. And I shall fix this, and then I'll have the fast travel. Thank you for the guide, little man. Oh, I have to hold it. I keep forgetting that. Oh, he even shows disappointment when I don't get it. That's great. There, now everybody knows, right? Yay. Sure. I've made this a rest stop now. Yeah, I don't know where that insistence comes from, you know? Look at this little fishing village right here. I'm sure they would worship the tsunami that could come and wipe them out right there, right? I think that's my biggest problem with Avalanche, you know? It's like, yeah, Shinra is evil in the way they've shown Shinra, but does that mean everybody in Shinra is evil? Like, what about the power that they provide? What about the way that helps people's lives and things like that, you know? It's like this insistence to make everything like back to nature, like technology as such is evil. It's like technology is responsible for all the great human advancements, you know? Our ability to battle cancer, our ability to battle disease, you know? Well, watch War of the Worlds. That's the theme to War of the Worlds right there. You know, we earned our right to be here. We find ways to challenge disease. Disease being nature, by the way, you know? It's like for those people who are just absolutely nature lovers right there, then why do you take any medicine to stop the colds? You know? And if you get a fever, why are you taking antibiotics and things like that? That technology, technology produced. Anyway, I think it's a good place to stop because what I'm going to do is I'm going to backtrack and do some side quests before I continue on.
A few moments later.
So I'm sure if I had a live audience at that time when I said I was going to backtrack, somebody would have told me, Professor, you can't backtrack yet. You have to actually unlock that in Junon. Another reason that maybe I should go live. I mean, I'm really grappling with that idea about going live. The big thing is I just don't want to spoil. I don't want it spoiled for me. I don't want the stories being spoiled. I can't imagine if I played like Lies of P, and then before I was done, somebody was like, "Oh, you're gonna get the bad ending." I was like, that would have really like destroyed what I'm trying to get out of this, because it's like when I don't know what's coming, I get to dive into it kind of authentically on the fly, you know. But at the same time, I don't have anybody to bounce off of, which is very solitary, and I do believe one who is wrapped up in themselves makes for a very small package, to quote Benjamin Franklin. So I may have to just bite the bullet and do these kind of things live with an audience that I can talk back and forth, because I'll avoid certain things like this. And I guess the double-edged sword is the possibility of being spoiled, you know? So I'll probably grapple with that as we go, but let's continue on for a little while longer, okay? Well, this is not necessarily where we left off. I did try to attempt opening the fast pass, not the fast passes, but the fast travel by activating that guy right there. But obviously, as you folks are probably well aware, that did not help me. So, I mean, I guess I'll take a look around and see if there's anything. Oh, Chocobo intel. Maybe I'll go there first. I don't know. Expedition intel. Divine intel. Love that. We'll probably mark this. And then when I was running over there, I did see an owl. So we might as well go take a look at that, right? Alright, good on my levels. If folks can see me, and we will continue on where we left off. I bet a lot of people were also, there's the owl. Bet a lot of people were also like, ooh, I need a specific chocobo, looks like.
This cliff appears to be insurmountable without a mounted chocobo.
Okay. So, I guess I have to find a specific chocobo for that. What is this? I guess we can chocobo hunt? Possibly? Alright. Well, I mean, I did mark that. The chocobo location. Yeah, keep mocking me. Letting me know, haha, you can't go there. Ooh, maybe I can go over here. Desolate worksite. Area of interest discovered. Swing there. There we go. Aha! Tried to trick me. And I was just about to make a sassy remark on how everything is easy, and this one right here actually was pretty well cashing in. It's actually pretty well hidden comparatively. Let's see how far we can take this. That looks like that's the end right there. Oh no, keeps going, keeps going. And after now, go around the other way. Take all that. Ruby. Can't cut those. Can't cut those. A part of me wants just to use Cloud's Buster Sword like the entire time. Like, why can't I use the other things to kind of learn new stuff, but then it's all to the Buster Sword, you know? Everything is for the divinity of the Buster Sword, you know? I would rock that. Alright. So I thought my triangle was supposed to take care of them. Ooh, that was a good one. Got him.
Keep it together.
Next one to do it. Show me, yeah. I like how they all fight, though, you know, but you only get to control 3 at a time. I mean, honestly, controlling all of them would have been a pain anyway. Alright, there were some ores. Obtain a manifestation of the plan's blessing. Interesting. That's the favor. Manifestation of the plan's favor and blessing. Okay. Okay. You are activated. Are you trying to say there's another one? No, I mean, I activated that. Alright. Maybe I can get the chocobo I need to scale that mountain from here. Is this where the different color chocobos are going to come in? I mean, let's be honest. I did see a trailer a while ago where I think there was like a different color scaling the mountain.
People look out for chocobos.
Wrangle a chocobo. Yeah, is that one I want to wrangle? Oh, buddy. Okay. So I need to sneak up on him. Okay. Can I climb down the cliff first? Alright, there we go. Okay, there he is. Yeah, Belle's a different color. Oh, I missed that. Oh, roll. So these guys are all going to let me know, and Belle is who I'm after. Okay. Hopefully this will be able to turn your attention elsewhere. Oh, that's adorable. Okay. Yeah, keep looking at the machine. Don't look at me. another one too. Stop right there. You don't see my sword. Good to go. Alright. Looks like there's another one. Does it send it back or does it open that? What's moving? Okay, that guy's moving. Oh. Alright, I will be able to... How do I throw the rock again? Okay. L1. Okay. Let's get a bunch of these rocks just in case. I'm gonna have to hit that and then roll. So I can walk past them. But that, I'm gonna have to what? Change its direction? Go, go. Damn. Wait, what? Where am I supposed to throw the rock to switch it? Let's try again. Yeah. Okay, so unfortunately, I didn't see the switch. Oh, that's nice. Okay, so let me get the rocks again. What switch? Can I actually throw a rock at this switch to hit it? Oh, that works. That's pretty cool. Okay. What am I flipping, though? Oh. That's going to be a tough throw right there. Puck. Okay, that was actually a lot easier than I thought. I thought I was going to have to, like, roll to it. Oh. Wow, all the way around, huh? Oh. Oh, but there's that dude over there. What happens if I... like that? Once you turn around? He showed no interest. Alright, you guys thought of that. Puck. I don't know, I feel like this guy over here is gonna see me though. No, I guess he has no interest in me anymore. I don't know what to do with that guy though. Hopefully I can throw the rock away and he'll look the other way. Okay. Damn it! Oh boy. Turn the other way. Yeah, I think I messed up Barret. Yeah, I messed up already. If I can hit that, though. Okay, so what am I trying to do? We'll use this, I guess. Yeah, okay. Oh, it's going to be a long wait. Because I'm going to have to hit it again. And then I guess I'll have to sneak around there. Wow, I only have one more rock. Boom. Got one shot at this. "14 hours later." I was just listening to a podcast with Chris Cuomo and Tucker Carlson, and I was finding it really interesting how like journalistic integrity was one of the discussions. But I also really enjoyed how they had a back and forth. And there was something like Tucker Carlson said, and how he often he works hard for his wife's affection, and his wife tells him a lot like, "You don't need to be so mean," you know. I kind of love that. I love how wives tend to make us just better individuals, you know. And I'm very aware of how my wife has made me just a better person. Well, this is easier. How long is Belle gonna stare at me? Oh, doesn't care about me anymore. Alright, there we go. Now let's get her. That's right, Belle, you're mine now. Now, a lot of people in like the red pill community would be like, "What a beta." I do believe that the unity of man and woman makes for the best of society. Whether it's the Taoist in me or the harmonia of the soul. I believe talent sure has to scale mountains. Alright, well there we go. You're mine now. And everybody gets one now, huh? Very nice, very nice, very nice. This is where the story is. But, you know, I've been married for 20 years. I have 2 wonderful kids. So I have nothing to prove to anybody else regarding that kind of stuff. What's this? Did I check this before? I find it funny how some people who aren't successful at certain things will usually be the first to give you advice.
Another Chocobo ranch. I wonder where the owner's hiding.
Another Chocobo ranch. Ah, look at this. I can, what, outfit you? Chocobo boutique. I thought I grabbed stuff. Yeah, where's this owner? Aha, there's a person. Hello, Chocobo dude.
Who are you? Wait, you didn't come from the grasslands, did you?
I did.
Yeah, we did. You know Bill? He helped us cross the swamp and everything.
You what? God damn it. I told that idiot to take his signs down. Swamplands are dangerous even on Chocoback. I'm Gabe, by the way. Owner of the ranch here. And before you ask, my birds are not for rent. Ain't worth the risk.
I already have a bird, thanks.
Used to run deliveries, but Shinra put the kibosh on all that. Still trying to keep it going best I can. Well, was trying till my carriage shit the bed. And since I don't have the parts to fix her, both she and my business are as good as dead. Even the Chocobos are feeling down about it all.
You know, I bet we can help you fix it.
Kind of you to offer, but nah.
It's just a matter of getting the right parts, isn't it?
Says the girl who ain't gotta fix it. But even if you were some kind of secret grease monkey, I wouldn't be able to pay you for your time. I'm flat broke. Curious about my birds? I've tried setting them free, but they just keep coming back. Force of habit.
Oh, that one seems a little down over there on the right.
Well, nothing for it now. Serves me right thinking I could run a business. Should have known it'd all fall apart.
Hey, come on now. Don't be so hard on yourself. Please, Cloud. He needs help. If not for him, then at least for the Chocobos.
Mm-hmm. Remember I was telling you folks before?
Sweet.
I think Cloud represents the virtue, the virtuous
I
person.
gotta warn you, the parts I need are hard to come by. At least around here, they sure are.
So where can we get them?
From this craftsman at the top of the mountain. He'll have them. Can't go on foot, though. Only a certain Chocobo can make that climb. Heard by the name of Belle. Last I saw,
She certainly was, but now she's with us.
that's so.
Well
All
done,
right.
game.
Let's roll.
You made sure to have that code ready just in case I grabbed her first, huh? That's pretty cool. Or maybe I'm giving them too much credit and that was already the predicted outcome. Like you actually weren't able to talk to him until you finished that one. Whoa, that's expensive. Wind material for 100? Sure. What is this? Waist Fox bracelet. Man, a really good bangle. But I don't have luck or item. Increase efficacy of items. Well, I guess I'll do the smart thing. We'll probably end up with the bangles, that's why. Let's be honest. If I can't just like outright make them already. Let's see our transmuter. Well, I cannot, but the gold armlet. Whoa. Craftsman level 5, eh? Do I have one already. Of course the copper. Guess I can make another one. Just to try to get my craftsman level up. Like that. But I have the talisman. It's probably equipped, right? Sure. Craftsman increased. Good. Craftsman level 5? Yes. Alright, just need to find timber and that. Okay. I'm liking it. Making sure that goes up. Ooh, we should probably pour into this, right? I haven't done this in a while. Yeah, but I was saying before, wait, I only have 5? Thought I had way more than that. Guess not. I guess I was looking at the wrong thing. I guess I'll just rest here for a quick. But yeah, like I was saying before, like it's almost like Sephiroth is coming from like a Kantian duty, like a duty to Shinra. But just duty alone obviously can go astray if you're not led
Sorry
by
for
the
roping you
goodwill.
into this, even though he can't pay.
Not can't. Won't. Hate to break it to you, but pretty sure that guy's better off than he looks.
Wait, seriously? Are you saying I got duped? That he's just using me?
Afraid so.
You're not sure about that.
That jerk. Whatever. I'm not doing it for him anyway. I'm doing it for the Chocobos.
So, duty alone, it's not good enough. You know? I mean, duty to the moral law, but what happens when the moral law is up for debate, you know? or if there even is a moral law, and then one believes they can make their own values and their own moral law. Anyway, duty and duty alone isn't enough. You need to ground duty in something. Some kind of benevolent attitude or an Aristotelian human flourishing. You need to ground it in something, you know? So I would have to like look through Crisis Core. Maybe it behoove me to actually go and rewatch some of the old episodes to get a better idea. Oh, I'm really terrible at this. Oh, I found it without the scent thing, huh? That's cool, I guess. But what we have for Cloud is an actual curiosity on how to be a good individual. But Cloud has friends, and this is what I was saying before, you know? What I was saying before is there is something to be found in collaboration. You know, I think I said this before with the concept of the movie The Judge, and how they were talking about, you know, you set 12 jurors, 11 jurors together, and you ask them to find justice, and, you know, more often than not, they find it. There's something to be said about a collaborated effort when you all have a common goal. When it comes to this game in particular, I think what Cloud seems to represent is the virtuous character. He is not the best. In fact, he wasn't even the second best, you know? But he, not only did he keep trying, but it was as if somebody gave him a purpose and said, you can do it. That's the thing I remember with Zack, giving Cloud the Buster Sword and saying, you will be my memories. You will be my soldier. It's like Zack found something in him. Zack is just an overall benevolent individual. But see, what did Zack have as well? Like, Zack had Angeal, right, in Genesis, but they were kind of at the top of their game, and it was weird with the way they were like friends with Sephiroth, but not friends with Sephiroth. What I see, though, when it comes to Angeal and Genesis and Sephiroth, was they weren't really friends. Like, Sephiroth, he never found like a use for them, you know? It's really weird. Like I said, I need to like brush up on my memory. But if you look at Sephiroth, he's very lonely. He's a very isolated individual, you know? But what we have from Cloud is what the potential is for somebody who is not only trying to aim at the best, but is constantly reminded in the areas that he needs an update. You know, that's kind of the reference to the discussion I was making earlier about my wife and how Tucker Carlson was talking about his wife, you know, and what his wife meant to him. What my wife means to me is that constant check on how I can be a better individual. I can't even conceive of my life right now without her guidance, you know? She has been the soft approach to my very tyrannical, linear thought process. You know, I come off very cold, and like I can't even imagine how my kids would have turned out without the warmth and comfort of my wife as well. You know, she helped me be an individual. She helped me be a better father. She helps me be a better professor, a better teacher, and that's what Cloud has, and that's what virtue ethics focuses on. Virtue ethics from Aristotle focuses on the virtues themselves. You can see the virtues as kind of like laws, but I love the way virtues is kind of explained in like Eastern philosophy. Virtues are like habits within your humanity that aim you towards the good, you know? So the virtues are something that if you focus on and if you act from these virtues, you will aim at something better than yourself. It's like if I could task all the virtues, they would be jewels of a singular one, a unification principle that is the good itself, you know. And you know, that's getting very metaphysical, but it seems to be the case. The more I research morality and the limits of a pure logical or pure empiricist forms of morality. But anyway, virtue is what makes you a good individual, what makes you the best individual at the end of the day. In order to have that, though, you need to surround yourself with the best or the highest form of friends. And for Aristotle, there were three kinds of friends. There was the friendship of pleasure, friendship of utility, and friendship of the virtue. So for Sephiroth, he really represents kind of like the friendship of utility. It's not a bad thing. It's just not the highest form, you know? Friendship of utility is kind of what you see in your coworkers, you know? For one of pleasure is kind of like sex workers. That's what you're talking about there. But when it comes to the relationship of utility, it's like a coworker, and you both make each other better. It's kind of like Batman and how he saw his other individuals, his sidekicks and stuff like that, as they made him better. But the friendship of virtue is different. The friendship of virtue, they might not even provide you anything in the aspect of utility, but you like the person for what the person can be, the virtues that they exhibit. And what you try to do is you try to make them the best they can be. And it is the rarest and highest form of friendship. I like the idea of the Philikon law, but it's very Sophia-like. It's like the highest form of admiration. I have that with like one of my friends right here. Sorry to my other friend, but it's actually the one who owns his own business. That is the highest form of friendship that I have. When he opened up his own business, I was so happy for him. And I always told him, if you just cut the nonsense, you would be such an amazing individual. And I would love to see that for you. And when I graduated with my graduate degree in San Francisco, he called me. He called me like once or twice, once a month, and sometimes, a couple months would go by, but he would still call me. He made effort to reach out to me because he was so proud of what I was becoming. He was so proud of the journey that I undertook, from just a lowly salesperson. I don't mean that in a derogatory sense, but it's not what I wanted to do with the rest of my life, and he knew that. And he was just so proud of me, and it was like we became friends of virtue. Because what we focused on was, I want to see the best of you. And he said the same. I want to see the best of what you can become. And that's what friendship of the virtue is like. And that's what I believe Cloud has. And this story is kind of taking it to its fullest. What happens when you surround yourself with a bunch of friends who just want to see you at your best and make you the best of an individual? It gets even more romantic when you kind of think about it as the just state, wanting what's best for their people. Can you imagine if my politician here in Hawaii wanted what was best for their citizens and what that kind of justice or harmonia would look like right there? There's something to be said about the Aristotelian virtue ethics approach to morality. It's so phenomenal. And that's honestly what we have here. What I believe we have here. And what makes Cloud stand above all the rest. He surrounds himself with people who want the best for him, and he wants the best for them. So we're going to climb up this mountain where I believe we'll be able to get the stuff for that guy. Desolate Workshop, is that what we need to, is that where I need to go? All right, buddy, climb. I hope when I make my own Chocobo, like breed my own Chocobo, and get to name them and stuff, like they'll be able to do all of this. Will we be able to get the gold Chocobo? Because, I mean, we had to really work. We were in disc 3 by the time we got that. Like, will we actually be able to get that here? Oh, we're diverging, eh? Do I need to hit this? Oh, let's dismount. Hoo-yah! Show me the way. It's the light. It's the light. Show me the way. Enlighten me.
Summoned entity Phoenix. Though Freak is often associated with fire, Phoenix's flames are no less potent.
Well, it's his brother, right?
The conflagrations of this undying bird are said to imbue those it touches with renewed life. Perhaps it will offer you its grace.
Yes, I played that game. Yes, it was amazing. Yes, the story was phenomenal. I mean, the warring brothers will always be a thing, but when it came to these two, their love was unbounded. Alright, let's go. Analyze? Absolutely. Is it going to do a circle thing? Alright, here we go. The Phoenix. Square, square. Triangle, triangle. Square, square, triangle, triangle. Is that close enough? Beautiful. Data on the Phoenix successfully extracted.
Analysis complete. I managed to extract the necessary data from the crystal. This should allow me to strengthen your materia.
I don't know. I never fought, what's his face again? Titan again. He just kicked my butt so bad I did not want to go back. In my defense, though, I actually thought I'd be able to fast travel back when I proceeded in the story. But obviously, as you all remember, I could not. There we go. What I like about this is the item transmutation. It's actually extremely beneficial. Can I actually dash while I'm doing this? It feels like it's worth grabbing that stuff, you know? Alright, so I need to find this, workshop? What is this? That's the divine intel that I already did. Alright, what is this? And what is this? Oh, that's the one for the guy stuck in a rut. Perfect. Whoa! Look at all this. Well, thank you. I have scanned the live stream. Alright. Rise and fall of the Republic of Junon. New region intel is now available. Yeah, there's something to be said about virtue ethics. I mean, I have to admit, I try not to be biased with my beliefs, but I did love virtue ethics. Virtue ethics was kind of my first love in philosophy through Eastern philosophy, you know. And I spent time in China. I studied in Beijing. I went to the Confucian Temple to breathe in the life that is. Oh, look at that! Another one. Breathe in the life that is Confucianism. Oh, that's cute. Okay. Shoot. Alright. Oh, hello. Do I kill him? Pull a Kylo Ren. Oh, actually, that was Luke to Kylo, right?
Can I help you?
We're trying to fix Gabe's cart.
Oh, so you're looking for parts. Well,
How astute.
you'll have to come back tomorrow, or the day after. I'm too tired to help you right now.
That's not going to work for us.
Think a swift kick could get him up?
Yeah, most definitely. Wake him up with magic, let him be. Wake him up gently.
Rise and shine. Get up, sleepyhead. Come on, please.
The voice of an angel. I'm gonna dream sweet dreams tonight.
Oh, that didn't work well.
You wanna get my ass up? Then you bring me exactly what's on that list, got it?
Well?
I say we get his ass up.
Use the Wainwright's map and your Chocobo sense of smell to locate the material buried throughout the region. Great. Press that to view the map and examine closely. Yeah. Okay, so 3. Well, is this region up here? No, it's this over here. Yeah, okay. So we have one. Kind of looks like here. Yeah, somewhere around here first. And then we'll go down the hill. And I guess we'll go here. That kind of looks like the other one. Yeah, alright. Sucks. Okay. Do I go around? Let's see. Yeah, that's where that was. Yeah, that's where I climbed. Oh, that's the spring, right? Yeah, and then there's nothing beyond it, yeah? No climbing up here either. Okay. And no climbing up anywhere else. Just down. And then that place over there. Okay. Well, how do I get to this place? That's the question. We get up there. I mean, I hope. Oh, there's a... It looks like there's a gate or something like that. I mean, I guess it could be like over here. Yeah, let's jump down. Let's see. Okay. Can I just jump down? No. No. Okay. I have to actually climb back down. Wait. Okay. Nice. Alright, so I guess we'll just go for the... Oh! Just the fence? Why do I keep hitting that? Yeah, here's the fence. And what we're looking for is the opening to the fence. Like that. And then, right around here, yes. Sniff the air, face the scent, bada bada bing, bada boom. This way. Oh, did I actually hit it? No. There we go. Oh, we're gonna have to fight. Scour. Okay, I'm gonna have to take care of these bad guys first, I guess.
Here we go.
Put you there.
I'll show you what I can do. Yoo-hoo! You'll see. Here!
There indeed.
Sorry, but I don't finish him off.
Watch this.
That wasn't so bad.
Wasn't bad at all. Okay. Hello, my Chocobo. Scent. Bingo. That's one. Dried driftwood. Check. Alright, so then next, anvil-shaped thing. It should be like right over here. Oh my god, he's just getting stuck on everything. Well, there it is, but I'm like getting stuck on things. Okay. Scent. Bingo. Alright. Maybe somewhere over here. There we go. Alright, another thing of driftwood? Really? You folks aren't like giving us a little bit more nuance. Oh, this is not it. Not giving us the same thing over and over again. No. So over here. No. Over here. Keep turning me in circles. Oh, jeez, get out of the way. Kind of seems like it's here. Oh. Bingo. If I'm not holding, I feel like I'm holding it long enough, but maybe not. It's gotta be human error. It's gotta be my error here. Oh, a ruby. Okay, there we go. That's what we're looking for, though. Right. Take that. Oh, back? Was that really it? Like here? No. Scour. Well, that's all of them. I have obtained everything on list A. Foreshadowing? Possibly foreshadowing? I try to grab all that at a time. You know, I really struggled with trying to figure out how Cloud would beat Sephiroth. Obviously, my knowledge in 97 wasn't anywhere near what it is now, you know? It's actually a reason I kind of wanted to replay the original Final Fantasy VII, but I need to replay my favorite, Chrono Trigger. Like, there's a reason why Chrono Trigger stuck with me. And I really want to go back and replay it to get a sense of what that was, you know? My favorite movie growing up was The Lion King. Man, I watched that over and over again. And I didn't, at the time, understand why, you know? But as I learn more and more about narrative structure, archetypes, even though some people don't believe in the archetypes, I do believe in a unifying principle. And the unifying principle is made available to us through great stories that are handed down throughout generation. Because there's something to be said about stories that translate across cultures. To me, that characteristically points to something more than just a mere translation, you know? But yeah, The Lion King. When I started like deep diving what The Lion King meant to me, I was astonished to find out something that my grandfather had told me, you know, he said, boy, you're going to be something great. Which means you're going to have to leave Hawaii in order to pursue that knowledge and pursue that greatness. And so, man, some of my cousins hated the fact that my grandfather loved me that much, but I digress. But he said, when you have to leave here in order to be something great, but grandson, you need to return. You need to return and come back. So imagine my astonishment, where in The Lion King, Simba had to leave, but he couldn't leave forever. In fact, there was something always egging him on. The spirit of his father. How his father would view him in the round table when he died, you know? Something else I always thought about, like, when I die, will I be able to sit amongst the table of my ancestors and hold my head up high, you know? Will they be proud of me when I die? Will I be able to have incredible stories to tell them about my journeys and how I inspired individuals, you know? And so for my grandfather to tell me at such a young age, you're going to be something great, and I know it's going to take you out of the islands, but you got to come back, grandson. You have to come back, because if only the good people leave and don't come back, what are we left with here? You know, I'm adding that last part, but clearly he told me that for the first part. But the amount of wisdom in that advice right there, and then for me to go into philosophy and read philosophical text after philosophical text, because I just fell in love with the discipline. So I read everything I could get my hands on, and I would use flashcards to commit it to long-term memory. And to find that same type of philosophy amongst the ancients, the wisest of the wise, and my grandfather was saying the same thing, blew me away. And then on top of that, to see that in my favorite cartoon with those eyes right there, there are no words. There are no words. Back to sleep. I wonder if he's going to tell us a number, and then we have to match the clock, the game clock, to the number.
Delivery.
Hand over the goods.
Oh, now that's what I'm talking about.
Because the way he lies over is like the same way.
Anyway, name's Freddy. So what was it you needed again? Gabe and I, we go way back.
Comrades
in arms. You'd never know it now, but he used to ride front and center in the Chocobo cavalry.
Nice.
We scoured every inch of these mountains, hunting for Shinra units and attacking them when they least expected it. Had some close calls, too. Don't know how we survived. We fought tooth and nail for ourselves and the Republic, but wasn't enough. Now I'm just hoping to live out the rest of my days in peace.
Funny, I'm thinking about my
Frankly,
grandfather. I
I'm
haven't
not
thought
doing
about him
much
in a
of
while.
anything, other than thinking about the war, that is. This used to be a shelter, you know? One of the few safe spots during the air raids. A lot of folks lost their lives. Good, decent folks.
Hey, how are you?
Bring back the dead, but least I can do is sit here and pay them my respects.
Alright. Ask about the war, I guess, since that's not
Junon
open.
versus Shinra. Before your time. You didn't think all those buildings demolished themselves, did you? Anyway, I fought in the Republic Army. And let's just say it wasn't pretty. Got our asses handed to us. And what you see now is all that remains.
Now ask for the part.
Oh, yeah. You did mention that.
I did, Freddy.
This'll just take a sec.
Good. Glad it wasn't like another tier that I had to accomplish, you know? In typical Final Fantasy or RPG way, you know?
Ain't a beauty. Nobody makes them like I do. And that's no lie. Go on, take it.
You ought to make more than that. Gabe's definitely gonna need him at some point.
I don't know about that. Besides, I've got things to do. Like catching some Z's for one. So if we're all done here...
Alright. So that should be... I should be able to go back and then get that. And then I guess I'll end it there. Oh, man. I hope that unlocks the Fast Pass. Oh, the Fast Pass. That's so like Walt Disney of me. Yes, I used to work for Disney too. So, that's a funny story. Disney had opportunities for people and for students of the University of Hawaii at Hilo to go to their summer program, and one of the internship opportunities was for animation. And being that I loved drawing, still love drawing, pretty good at it too. I jumped at the chance, you know, and they only had one spot out of all of the UH people who joined, and there was quite a few of them, and I was able to nail that spot.
Guess what? Brought you a
But then
present
they took
for
the
your big
internship
party.
away the moment I stepped foot, and it became
Only
just
if you promise to fix your
easy
carriage
way
and
to-
take better
to
care of
make
your
money.
chocobos.
Well, twist my arm, why don't you? All right, little lady. It's a deal.
there we go.
Good. In that case, no time like the present.
Whew. Good as new.
Here we go. Chocobo
Oh, I
carriage.
gotta say,
Now can
that
I
old dog really
go across the
outdid
lands
himself this time.
with the
Hell of a
carriage?
job. Don't think my character's ever looked even half this good. Appreciate it, kids. I can finally get the business back up and running again.
Okay.
That's great. But before we head out, I just want to ask one more thing. If we hadn't shown up, would you have even tried to give your birds a better life?
Good question.
Maybe.
I see.
Not a good answer.
But I get it. Shinra's a big company, and what they say goes. I can't blame you for being too scared to fight back.
Hey, I ain't scared of those sons of bitches. Not one bit.
Oh? Then why'd you shut down the business?
It's like I told you, my carriage broke. And getting the parts to fix it sounded like a real hassle, so...
Yeah, real hassle.
So there you have it. I just let it go.
How responsible.
Okay, fine. I shouldn't have been so quick to throw in the towel. You happy? Starting today, I'm giving this job my all. I'll stock up on parts so I can keep the carriage moving and make sure my birds never get bored again.
You hear that? Then the deal is sealed.
You're quite the businesswoman yourself, ain't she?
Queensguard Bangle. Now that Gabe is back in business, you can travel between Junon region and the grasslands without entering the mines. Speak with the stable hand at either Gabe's or Bill's to use this service. Alright, so now I can backtrack and you folks won't miss a thing. So there we go. Is that this right here?
On over here when I heard if you're in the market for a ride, Gabe's Chocobos will get you where you need to go, lickety split.
Yep, there we go. Alright, so that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go back to the grasslands. I'm going to do a little side